social commentator Sola Omolayo. Good morning and thanks for joining us on the show.
Nice
I wonder
you.
what you make of the refusal on the part of the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele and others to show up before the House of Reps committee investigating this $43 million cash haul.
I don't see any seriousness in the invitation of Emefiele by the Senate House, because why are they inviting him? What is their interest? Is it the interest of the process of how this money was taken away from CBN, or how the money was discovered, or is there a report from the presidency now that show the participation of the CBN governor that will now determine why the legislature or the Senate House will want to invite Emefiele?
Yeah, House of Reps.
On what ground are they inviting him? Okay. And they go from the beginning because they already know they were not part of the endorsement or the empowerment of the EFCC chairman that is involved in this discovery, so to say. So I don't see them having a rightful position in inviting Emefiele. And I believe, based on that, they could come up with any section of the Constitution to disagree with the invitation.
But do you think that that kind of money could have made its way into the hands of the NIA? $43 million, I mean, it's not a small amount, without the knowledge of the CBN.
To you and I, it's not a small amount, but to them, I don't think it's a big deal. That is why we've not been able to have a detail of what this money is all about. We all know this. We are just beating about the bush,
but
working
they
on
say
the media report.
For a covert operation.
That is what we are told now. That the panel has not really come out to. We are just hearing that from the print media, social media. There's no full report from any of these agencies to confirm that. That is what they say.
All right, if we come back to this summon for the CBN governor to appear, if we see it constitutionally, the House of Reps or the National Assembly have the constitutional right to invite any arm of government, agency or individual in public office to come to answer any kind of
question,
to clear any kind of question.
If anybody rejects the invitation, what happens?
So
what's the Constitution saying?
That's what
concerning those who reject.
Yes, that's what I'm coming to this issue now. Now the central bank governor is citing areas of the act where he's not allowed. He's bound by law not to give out any issues, classified information. So if we pitch this together, are the laws or the specifications, are they in contradiction of each other?
It's obvious that we have a constitution that is not defending its own cause. You open it here, they check it in the middle, and reopen it at the end of the constitution. So we are having a moribund constitution where, and that is where Nigeria is where it is today, where you think you are promulgating a law, but the experts are already there to loosen it. So
is it the constitution that is faulty, or those who really should be interpreting the constitution and using the constitution, reading all kinds of meanings to it in a way that it actually suits them? I mean, what kind of precedents are we setting, you know, with, of course, it's been happening. It's not the first time that a state official, a top government official will be summoned by the reps or Senate and they don't show up. Obviously, precedents have been set. Should we continue with such precedents?
Who's supposed to
How does that help? Who should?
Who's supposed to empower the Constitution? The government of the day. If anything goes wrong, the enforcement ought to be provided. The enforcement ought to be provided by the executive, the powers that be. But what are they doing? It then shows that they too know that there's a weakness on how they can execute some of these right they are trying to put in place. So you can't talk about the people. It is about the institution that we have already that is faulty. If you can't build that institution that coincides with the constitution of the nation, you can't have a right position of order.
All right. Now, in this case where there are issues, classified information that the people are not supposed to, how do I put this now? The central bank governor is saying he will not appear because if I appear on this issue, I will be giving out classified information, which is not. But from that perspective, what are Nigerians supposed to know and not know about issues like this?
Yeah, you see, when you talk about the security of a nation, I think we need to be very careful at this point in time. The NIA is an agency that engage in undercover job, and we are beginning to expose the secrecy. It's like somebody who knows nothing about surgeon is trying to open the brain. It's either you kill the person before help comes or something has happened. I want to believe that some of the lapses we have in now is why you are beginning to see some fleet of information that is not comfortable for our nation. These are the jobs of NIA, and money needs to be in their care to manage some of these things. I don't know much about it. Even if I know, it could be a very little one.
Yeah, but the question that Nigerians are asking is, if the National Intelligence Agency, the NIA, says this money is for covert operations, where should the money be domiciled? Where should it be kept? With the CBN or in some apartment anywhere in the country? Is that okay?
Security networking has no boundary. They can store their money wherever they want to. We just try to deceive ourselves at this point in time. We try to politicize so many issues. Talk of most of these government bodies at a point in time. NEPA. Show me one office in all the local government that is owned by NEPA in the past. They were rented apartments. Most of them were rented apartments. But if issue comes up, we begin to politicize it. It's only the barracks and the military formation that you will say it is completely owned by the owners. But every other agencies go and find out almost 45% of it here in Lagos or outside Lagos, if not 60%, is owned by private body. So wherever this money is kept, it's not an issue here. The issue is that, is the money owned by NIA? Is it confirmed? Is it for their own operation? Let it be. And if there's going to be any other information that the government needs to know, let it be within the government and do things right.
In spite of the allegations that the apartment belonged to the wife of OK. It's still an allegation, it's still out there.
It is because of the politics that is being played.
Okay, all right.
On this segment, we are discussing with Sola Omolayo. He is a social commentator. And on this segment, we're talking about the invitation by the House of Reps extended to the governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria to answer questions over the over $43 million that was found in a house, in an apartment in Ikoyi in Lagos. Although there has been reports that the monies are meant for covert operations, but Nigerians, they want to know, because this monies are taxpayers' money, so they want to know where that is going and what the outcome of the investigations here and there. The presidency set up a panel to look into that. The National Assembly also did the same.
Indeed, and it's on the basis of that Godwin Emefiele, the governor of the central bank, is saying that because this particular case or issue is being investigated by the panel headed by the acting president, Yemi Osinbajo, is it a problem? Is that what's really playing out? This general perception that these are not people who deserve to be referred to as distinguished. And yet you have people who are well-trained, who have attended the best schools all over the world in the same legislature.
You see, with the word distinguished here, we just try to coin English. An honorable member or somebody who is in the parliament ought to do things Right. You are here distinguished. You're doing your job at the best of our knowledge. And that is why people want to on their television in the morning to watch your program. So the word distinguished is just a coin grammar, and which is not too necessary. You do your job. That is what is necessary. Because if you try to arrogate a kind of a title to a group of people, you get a lot of mess. You understand that? Because it is obvious, it is power play that we are seeing in here, where we can't run away from reality. You know how many months it takes these people to accept themselves. You know how many months or year that it takes the executive and the legislature to make do with what they have by the kind of positioning some of these people are holding. Is in the House of Rep, is the speaker accepted by the political institution that brought them in, is the Senate president also accepted, because these are the people that will do the business of the day with the executive. And these are the problems that we've been having.
All right, Sola, let's say, as we round off now, let me ask this question. The NIA is an agency under the presidency. The EFCC is an agency under the presidency. In a situation where a covert operation, an agency of government, apprehends some finances belonging to another or under operation for, on another agency of government under the same umbrella of the presidency, and the presidency has not come out to say this is the position of things and all of it. It seemed to be confused and even setting up a panel to investigate. Does it seem like the presidency is aware of some of these so-called covert operations?
I said it's a security matter and we need to be very careful. The presidency understands the depth of what they are getting into, and they need to be very careful, or else if it is being politicized again, we are going to be in a mess. Do you understand? But if you check the social media, what we are using now, the template that we are working with is the one we have from the social media. And it is even from the social media that you hear that somebody is going to be suspended, likely to be suspended. And 48 hours later, you will get the story to be true. Do you understand it? And if it's on security, you notice now there's a fear, there's a kind of a fear in the system where a senior officer is warning, based on media report, is warning other military guys that they should not dare come up with any of their plans. That if anything should go on, they are going to face it. And at this point in time, Nigerians should be very, very careful.
Sola Omolayo, thank you very much for coming on the program this morning. Thank you for talking to us.
Good morning. Thank you so much.